go in the brain.
Brain stem.
Yeah. Conduct.
So which means if you mistake go too deep to the area, it could be die immediately. Because it's the center of life.
Yeah.
But if you understand the anatomy structure, if you have enough technique practice, enough technique skill, it is very safe. So far, I've practiced 10 years, no any problem at all. I've trained more than 100 practitioners. They are quite often to practice technique. No one report any problems. This is similar to our chest points or upper back supines. If you by mistake to punch the lung,
It's actually dangerous.
it's dangerous as well.
Yeah.
Pneumothorax, it is risk. But of course, you need an understanding of the technique. What's the angle? What's the direction? And what's the depth of this point?
Before we
Yes,
go into
Sure.
it, can I bring you back to
Go
the
ahead.
guiding herbs?
Yes.
Right? Where do you find the information that tells you that a herb enters one of the extraordinary vessels? Because that is what
Yes.
Humai is. Because
Yes.
they all say
Good
enters
point.
the kidney, the
Yes,
bladder,
yes,
the
yes.
stomach. But I've never seen it where it enters yin chao mai or yang chao
Yes,
mai.
yes,
or-
sure.
Yeah.
This area, the whole, this area, guiding herbs, we call it in Jing Yao, guiding herbs, or
Yeah.
leading the herb to the channel.
Yeah.
In some the herbal medicine books, such as Li Shizhen, 本草纲目, and there are some other books mentioned about this.
Kathleen, if you go to the translation, there's a translation in English of the
Yes.
怎么说？
奇经八脉考, yes. Also by Li Shizhen.
Is it translated into English?
Yes.
This,
奇经八脉考,
Yeah,
the
this is the
extraordinary meridians.
That's right.
Yeah.
The English title is The Exposition on the Extraordinary Vessels.
Yes.
Mikishima and Chip Chase translated it,
Okay.
and they have extensive lists of herbs that go with each of the extraordinary vessels.
Okay.
Yes, you're correct.
It's
Thank
the
you for your.
ones in the Qingji
Yes.
Yeah, so it's very good.
Yes, you're good. Yes. So for each herb, when we study the herb medicine, each herb there is we say application mentioned belongs to which channel, etc. Yeah, which channel. Yeah. So each channel they have some channel connected, but not so emphasized by many practitioners and lecturers. So this is one area we can think about to practice domain related for brain. This area. Okay, so oh yes. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'll give you this paper as well. Still remember, 2014 I published a paper. Yesterday I mentioned you this paper. Acupuncture combined with antidepressant for patients with depression in hospital, which means they are very severe. I practiced a random control trial. My name. This is part of the BMJ. I believe you know the BMJ. British Medical Journal is one of the top journals worldwide. This acupuncture medicine is something like a subgroup journal for this BMJ. Similar in China with the 中华医药杂志、中华消化杂志、中华内分泌杂志 etc. It's a subgroup channel, very top. In the UK, this journal is top journal in acupuncture, particularly for acupuncture research or clinical trial. This one. And it's a long history, it's a pain history for me to publish a paper on this journal because they are quite top level. So they are very strictly for the language you used. Yeah, very critical. They are, also, this is a peer reviewed. So at least two reviewer will review critical your journal. It spent me only on editing area, spent me 6 months. I've done all this research, but only for the editing, writing this paper, 6 months, and 3 returns. Finally, we accept. Almost dead during these 3 months. During the 3 return. One of the question, every time they asked, I'm not an English speaker. So first question almost your English didn't improve I really pay my best, and also I invite my colleagues. That moment I was in the university. University, there are lots of academic staff. I invited some of the senior lecturer, some of the we say the assistant professor, even not I invited a professor help me to editing them. Still, the first comment always the English need improving. And there are some other comments. Finally, one of the questions almost killed me. It's about here. I put the highlight. I don't know if you can see something like 导气 technique. 导气 technique. Possibly you complete the detail. You can see something about the major points are 220, 216, 214, something like you can say GV, etc. So my treatment for the severe depression are major domain points, including 224, 220, 216, 214, 23, and 24. All these points are the major points I treat depression. First, the point selection. Point selection. Then move on for the technique itself, including the length of needle, the depth of treatment, the medication, etc. But I mentioned here, 导气 technique. Oh my God. Several things. Because all the editors, I believe the editor, the reviewer, they are all something acupuncture researcher or lecturer or practitioner. They are quite academics. We never heard about what means 导气. I translate to them, okay, it's similar to the guiding the qi, etc. They did not accept it. They said you couldn't find any reference to translate it. Finally, the third return, they told me, if you do not take off this terminology, we are sorry, we are not sure to publish. Because this is my first paper published in English high level journal. But after some review, I am very strictly. If you take off this my term, I don't care to publish or not. Finally, it's published. So I believe possibly this is the first time in English journals, English papers, to name the technique is 导气 technique. I explained to them detail what is 导气, etc. here, but still they asked me to use another word. But I think this is my contents, the key area, so the 核心 of my paper. So I probably published. So I'm happy with that.
When did you publish it?
When? 2014. 3 years ago.
And have you had any critics from Giovanni, Deadman?
What?
Have you had any critic or comment?
No, I did not review this paper on this journal.
So they not wrote to you?
So far, I did not find anyone. I don't know. I did not pay attention to about this citation, etc. But I was quite happy. It was finally published about the technique. Yeah. Okay, so now the argument about my paper published. Yeah. So now I'd like to very briefly demonstrate my technique. Before we move to the next room, because we use the needle on the sitting position, I'd like to just very briefly to introduce this technique. I practice most in sitting position on this point on 导气 on 216. As you know, this is a slightly risk area, but of course similar to the backstool point. If you use the right size of needle, the right ankle depth, and medication, they are very safe. As I said, very safe. I treat lots of patients, lots of demonstration on participants, etc., etc. And of course, should be very carefully sitting on a chair. In my clinic, normally I have a special chair with a more high back. I mostly ask patients to sitting on this position with the forehead against the chair. Against the chair.
Like this position.
Like this position.
Good.
And more support and comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I choose this point, 216 or 214. With in standard standard size, like me, a normal size, I choose normally 40 millimeter. One, 40. Yes, 40 millimeter. 40 millimeter, not 40 centimeter. 40 millimeter. 1.5
4 centimeter.
Just long.
4 centimeter.
4 centimeter. Like this, the body of
That's
the
25 by 25.
No, that's 25 by
It's
25.
25
I can say that, yes.
Only give
This
it-
one, normally I will perpendicularly insert between 25 to 35 millimeter inside. It depends the size. That was the size like you, possibly about 25 millimeter inside. But for Dr. Guo something, normally about 30 to 35 millimeter inside.
But direction,
Yes,
very
perpendicular.
important.
Perpendicular. I made lots of research on this technique. If possible in the future, I will show you all my research on it because I used the CT scan to monitor how deep of this area. How deep of this area. We have we said format how to find the size of the neck and how to what's the length of the needle and what's the wrist depth. So I make the wrist depth, I measure it, and not only myself, in some Chinese people, they do other research on this area as well. There are some reference. Then I make 80% safe. Such means the safe from the monitor area for CT scan the management, we say they are 50 for your size. Then I make 80%, which means 50 plus 80, which means 40. So for you, for this size, my depth, maximum depth is 40. So there's still another 20% safe range. So very safe, no problem. Yeah, this is my technique. And
There's no only insert.
no, I assure you. And you know, normally some practitioners they use this point sometimes only for local area pain, headache, etc., etc. Occasionally they use, but they use very little needle, 25 maximum. Insert half turn, something like that. Of course, they can get some local cheese sensation. Normal. So my technique as well. When I insert this needle in about 5 to 10 millimeter, you can get some local touch sensation. If you soreness, tension, etc. locally. For day-to-day practice, stop. But for this technique, I should very carefully insert until the depth for this person. So for you, about 30 millimeter inside. On this depth, during this process, I will manipulate the needle. Manipulate. Slightly rotate and lifting, stretching. Until we got some chi sensation expanding. This expanding mostly go slowly or warmly down to the top of the head. Sometimes even to the front. This is a signal of Da Qi. That means guiding the Qi to the certain area, to the brain.
Because the patient can feel the...
Yes, the patient will tell you. I just if you got any sensation expanding somewhere, you can let me know. Some patient will report me, oh, I got sensation to my eye, end of my eye. Or some tell me to my ear. Most patients go slightly top to the side, up. Then some people got the top, some got the front. So this is we call guiding the qi to the area.
Okay.
We call this Da Qi. Yeah, I demonstrated this area. Oh, another question is you surprised 40 millimeter, something like that. Last year, I delivered a workshop in one is another the school for the Da Qi technique. Then the owner of the school published a paper on the journal. Dr. Wang practiced this technique in our workshop. We are all impressive, something like that. Then the paper mentioned Dr. Wang insert needle in 30 millimeter inside of the patient. Then the editor replied, "Are you sure 30, not 13?" Then because the editor they know me, they even CC'd the email to me. Are you sure? It's not a mistake. I said, yes, I'm sure. It is 30, not 13.